Ben, Paul Hudrick, NBC Sports Philadelphia. You had a conversation during warm-ups with Julius Erving.
I can't tell you what.
Can't tell you what I said. Did you think it helped you at all tonight?
It could have.
Ben, you were able to push the pace a lot more tonight and get into the teeth of their defense. How much of that do you think was just you guys getting stops and having that chance in transition rather than in a half-court game?
I think it was just making a point of actually doing it and not talking about it. Obviously, I'm pretty quick, so I'm able to push the ball. I think it was just being aggressive downhill and just playing my game.
Ben, Brett talked a little bit about the serious air in the locker room before the game. I mean, what was it like for you coming to the arena today? I mean, knowing that your back is against the wall, one loss from the offseason, but also knowing that you guys have played with this team. Where was your mind at?
I think it's more so for me just going out there and doing everything I can to win, and the end result's going to be the end result. So everyone had that same mentality. I think it was just going out there playing hard and not regretting anything.
Todd, Philadelphia Inquirer, can you kind of try to characterize what you see from Joel when, he's got, I don't know what his actual stats were, but 33 minutes he had 15 and 12, but he was a plus 42 through that time. And so what are you seeing out there? Like, how is he impacting the game?
Just with his size defensively, he's able to alter shots, block shots, and that also leads to fast breaks. So for us, having him is huge. And then down low, he's such a force. He draws a lot of attention. So for us, we can make plays from that. But he's been doing well, for the circumstances he's been under.
Dave McMenamin, ESPN. Ben, in the back here. Following up on Sarah's question about Joel, in particular in the third quarter when he's blocking those shots from Kawhi Leonard and you guys seem to be feeding off his energy. Was that turning the page at all from, as a teammate, from what he's been through the last 2.5 games to looking at, okay, maybe we're getting back on track here?
Definitely. We know how we are supposed to play, and it's just a matter of doing it. I think everybody was really locked in doing their job, and that's the one thing I say before we go out and start the game. Everybody needs to do their job, no matter if it's small or big or whatever you look at. In terms of that, everyone has a role and everyone has to do it.
Right here in the middle, Ben. I noticed you took the sleeve off tonight, and instead of those three-quarter leggings that you usually wear, you're wearing something shorter.
Yeah.
Any reason for that?
I was like, it was more of a physical thing for me. Just go out there and just play. Don't worry about sleeves, whatever you have on. Just go out there and hoop and get back to being me.
Did you feel something different tangibly to make a difference for you?
No, I was just going out there and leaving it on the floor.
You mentioned being able to play downhill tonight. A lot of people want to see you do that more often. What was working tonight that allowed you to do that?
Just spacing, guys being in their spots where they need to be also allows me to do that. And just me having that mindset of getting downhill and making plays.
Ben, there have been some pretty big swings in this series from game to game for you personally, for the team in general. Why do you think that is?
It's the NBA. Guys make runs, teams make runs. Toronto did that tonight. We did it majority of the game, and it just happens. It's the NBA.
Then over here on your right. Can you characterize Jimmy Butler's play, especially in the first half tonight, and what it meant to you guys in that moment?
It's just the energy he brings, offensively and defensively. When you have a guy like that, it kind of sets the tone, and everyone's able to feed off that. So he really gets us going in the game. So especially James Ennis, guys like that, Mike Scott, guys who come out and just play physical and have that passion for the game, allows everybody to kind of have that same mentality and mindset.
Ben, back row, well, to your left. Just talk about the moment you guys, seizing that moment as a team from the get-go. When they made runs, actually, you never, you counterpunched to get that moment, to take it back to Toronto. How important in terms of the way you guys played tonight, and how proud of this team is to be able to fight the way you guys did tonight.
It's huge. Before I came on the floor, I kind of just looked at the starting five, our starting five. I was like, we got a lot of talent, and with that comes responsibility. Everybody has to do their job. And it goes back to starting on defense and playing together and sharing the ball and moving it. It's special.
Ben,
Brett talked before the game about wanting you guys to play free and easy and not get caught up in the fact that your season could end, if you had lost tonight. How do you separate those two things out? How do you not allow yourself to get caught up in the thought of, hey, if we mess up, it's all over. How do you get to yourself to the point where you can play the way you need to play?
I think when you have guys who are just competitive in general, then that goes out the window. You go out there and play hard and try and do everything exactly how it should be done. Try and make the correct plays, share the ball, move it, play defense, and really lock in. So I think when you have guys who are able to do that and separate that, you got a good team.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.